Hello guys, those of you who've been preparing for your Symbiosis ka PG related course, especially like for MBA course, then this video is for you. And any regarding aspect of any kind of PG related course for Symbiosis, still this video is for you guys because I'm going to share with you secret hacks and few important tips and important kind of questions which you need to keep in your mind while preparing for this pura Symbiosis ka interview ka process. I got more than 500 plus students who I got to train them in terms of interview training, like one-to-one session with them. But I got recently more than 100 plus comments or replies asking from the students, to upload more videos on this basis. That's the reason I'm uploading this video for you guys, especially for helping you out and making sure that you ace out your interview in a best effective manner. So kindly make sure that you watch the video till the end because your essence of learning is going to be a little huge and this video is little long. And if you genuinely want to enter into the college, then please do watch this video because based on the previous year what all questions you have been asked and based on where you need to focus, how you need to focus, all that I'll be covering up in this video. So now starting with your Symbiosis ka pura interview ka process, I want to tell in very simpler way that it's like start your Symbiosis ka interview preparation right from the beginning. Already your date has been started, but start with the common interview based questions. Common interview based questions are what? Very simple. It's like any college, you go in this planet Earth, there is something called as common interview based question. That's called as, it's like, for example, tell me about yourself and what do you see yourself 5 years from now. Tell me what are your short term goals. Tell me what are your long term goals. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now, and what are your strength, what are your weakness. Do you have any kind of reading book ability? For example, reading book ability. What is the recent book which you have read and what were your learnings from it? Why it's about in common interview based questions. When I, being an interview consultant or interview specialist, I mainly focus on how effectively or how efficiently I'm trying to understand the candidate. That is very much looked into it. So for self introduction, I've already made a video for you guys. Prepare a very good self introduction. Don't make a lame self introduction, please. A genuine request from my side. Some of the self introduction, it's like 1 or 2 lines. Some of the self introduction they make it on the spot. So self introduction is something you need to prepare very well in advance. Only then you're supposed to present it, or else please mat jao interview mein. Ek genuine request hai. This is first important aspect which I want to highlight. Now when I say in terms of common interview based questions, I hope you got a proper clarity. Now common interview questions can also be like a brahmastra for the interviewers. That means that your majority of the questions can be from the common interview based questions. समझा आपको? Didn't understand? I'll tell you once again. So for example, you're telling that in your self-introduction itself, that's I've got so-and-so awards, so-and-so achievements. Okay guys, one more thing. I just remembered that, I've already made a good self-introduction video for Christ University ka students. So just type Pawan SS in YouTube itself, just type, okay, I'm Pawan SS in the YouTube and type self-introduction for Christ University. You'll find a very good content. Please watch it. It's really worth it, yaar. You will never regret me after watching it. And if you want, you can curse me if that video has not helped you because it has played a very important role. Proper structural, after doing so much research I've made, so I genuinely request you, एक बार सिर्फ एक बार देखो यार, it will surely help you guys. Okay, so now I hope you got a clarity about common interview based questions. Now going to the campus based questions. Campus based questions, campus के बारे में आपको क्या जानते हैं? For example, it could be about why Symbiosis, why should we select you, how will you contribute to a campus, and what are the ways in which you have contributed towards your college and university before. Tell me on what kind of same principles can you still apply now to campus. What have you heard about the Symbiosis? As your family members there in the Symbiosis, or is your any kind of blood relations studied in Symbiosis, or tell me who are the famous alumni of Symbiosis. Symbiosis का पूरा चक्कर ही डाल लगागा. So very important, learn about Symbiosis very properly. This is called as campus based questions. So when I be an interview consultant, I also ask questions from this perspective. Got it? So it's very important, write down all these questions and prepare the solid answers for this question. One line answer mat de, one word answer also do not give it. It's not acceptable because we being interviewers, we just give negative marking in terms of one word, but we give good marks when it is like thoda interesting, thoda crispy hona jaye. So as I was already telling, your in the campus based questions before they go, once you might have completed your common interview based questions, in your self introduction itself, it's like a brahmastra for the interview. So what not you speak over there, from there itself we'll ask many questions from that parallel related. So self introduction should be best. So why I'm telling that particular aspect over here is that your majority of your common interview based questions is somewhat similar, parallelly linked to the campus based questions. That's the main reason I'm just trying to help you out on how you can bridge up both the field on it with your preparation. Now, third important aspect is about the course related questions. For example, if you're opted for an MBA course or if you're opted for any kind of specialized course, koi baat nahi, koi baat nahi, koi baat nahi. Remember this one important thing, that is called as which all course you're applying. Try to understand the essence of that course. If it's an MBA, why you want that particular MBA? Why? What are the importance of leadership skills? It comes in the MBA itself, why not other course? Why this course? They'll give a comparison. Don't tell that other course is bad and this course is good. Negative marking milega aapko. So it should be a balanced state of mind. Be very careful with it. And along with that, you can get many kind of subject related questions. Okay, tell me, I think you might have gone through the course plan. Tell me what are the subjects we teach. Very rare case they ask it, but at least how much you have done research, they'll try to understand. Okay, then they can tell you about, okay, in MBA, after pursuing MBA, how do you think it can really transform your life? And they can ask you, is really MBA required for a person to be really successful in life? Tell me the great professionals who have completed MBA and then doing amazing in their corporate career. Very simple. Or they can ask you about, tell me any three famous business professionals in this corporate world who has been succeeded. They can ask such kind of questions. Be even prepared from that perspective. It can really help you. I'm not joking. It really help you guys. Now, ये होते हैं आपका पूरा campus based questions over course related questions. Now next comes about generalistic questions. What is called generalistic questions? General terms may for example, if you have completed your graduation in whatever field it is, you might get 10 other additional kind of questions. So it totally depends. Today her name is Charvi. She came for an interview with me. She completed journalism. Now she's taking up this particular kind of journalism, and not journalism in terms of journalism and business, something similar to that. And one more student, his name is Arav. He completed his BBA. I think now he's trying to do MBA over here. Okay, pretty well good aggregate mark and all he got, even for the written exam and all. So one of the most interesting factor, I trained them in the perspective of how to answer for generalistic question. That means that general questions, for example, what is leadership? They can ask you, I'll ask more about their own subject. For example, about BBA में जो भी subject है, उसी subject लेकर I'll ask more kind of questions. So he'll also be prepared. As being an interviewer, I'll also feel confident that okay, he know something about his particular field of interest or that particular kind of course. Very important. The last important aspect is, guys, learn about current affairs. So in some Google source says that they won't ask about current affairs. Some people tell that it's not that important, but current affairs padho, very important. Especially the Hindu paper, Hindu editorial ka page, daily go through it. At least if you have very less time, at least these 2 weeks or this month, what will happen current affairs, at least learn that properly if you have very less time to do it. And last month also try to do it, or else last week, this week, just according to your schedule, according to your way of preference, according to your functionality, choose the right one, but ace the interview. Okay, acing the interview. See, me being an interview consultant, an interview is basically to check your personality and how much knowledge you have. And remember, I'm going to tell this 2 hacks which I have not said this in any of my videos. That is about, if you want to ace in an interview, there are 2 ways. One, you should be very well expertised. I was telling for my student Priya today. So you should be very well expertised in the field of books. You should be that kind of great readers. Or you can tell us, sir, from this book I got this ideology, from reading this article I got this ideology, from the statistics we'll be like, okay, or second kind of people is that they speak based on their experience. Or for example, I've organized this kind of fest, I've organized this kind of things. Or it could be when you are telling out from your experience, you can literally ace an interview. So these are the major tips which I really want to genuinely share with you guys. Prepare karo, abhi start karo. If you have not started, koi baat nahi, but aaj se start karo. Time waste mat karo. In case if this is your dream college, your passion, go ahead with it. And guys, if you want to have an one-to-one session with me and make sure that I clear out all your doubts, and if you want to make sure that I want to help you throughout the process of your interview, kindly reach out to me. I'll be much glad to help you guys throughout the interview process. I'll be dropping out my link in the description box. You can reach out to me. I shall clear out all your doubts and make you the best effective processing in terms of throughout the interview. So thank you so much. Let's catch up for the next video. Until then, goodbye, and if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment box and your takeaways.